everyone. Given the derivative expressed by this limit here, we're going to state a function f at some number a. So we have to find the function and the number we're evaluating it, our derivative at. We're going to use this formula here because that's the form it looks like. Now, I notice that we have a +1 here and a pi here. So what I'm going to do is try this. I'm going to let f of x equal cosine of x and a equal pi. And the reason I'm doing that is if you evaluate cosine of pi, you get -1. And we have a +1 here, so that would be minus a -1. We're going to check our work, but I want this to see if this works. So basically, the setup is you're going to do f prime of pi equals the limit as h approaches 0 of cosine of pi plus h plus 1 divided by h. All right, now let's test it to see if it works. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to have f prime of pi, that's my a, equals the limit as h approaches 0. Now I'm going to take my function, cosine of x, so everywhere there's an x, I'm going to substitute in x plus h, minus your function evaluated at x. So this is minus cosine of x divided by h. Now, we're going to evaluate it at pi. So this is going to be the limit as h approaches 0 of cosine of pi plus h minus cosine of pi divided by h. Now cosine of pi, like we said, is -1. So you'll have -1 here, which gives us back to our original equation. So we picked it right. There's another way to do it. Let's try, you could let a equals 0 and then let f of x equal cosine of pi plus x. Squeezing that in there. So basically the setup would be f prime of 0 equals, now I'm just going to copy this down, the limit as h approaches 0, cosine of pi plus h plus 1 divided by h. Now let's test what I want to do here. So basically I'm looking at this formula. I'm going to have f prime of 0 equals the limit as h approaches 0. Now my function is this. So you're going to write cosine of pi plus x. Now in the x part, we're going to put x plus h. So you're putting x plus h. All right, minus the whole function, which is cosine of pi plus, plus x. All divided by h. Now, we're going to let our x equals 0. So this is going to turn to 0, and this is going to turn to 0. So that's going to give me the limit as h approaches 0 of cosine of pi plus h minus, this is just going to be -1. So it's going to end up being +1 because it's minus a negative, all divided by h. So you could also do it this way, and I want to rewrite this real quick. So we're letting f of x equal cosine of pi plus x. So this would be your answer here. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.